All right, welcome back, everyone. I had to bring back out the tray of tiny pieces, but I think a lot of them are going to get used tonight. I'm pleased that the layers seem to have maintained on my little jar of glitter. Sort of wish I'd used more colors now, so I have different layers of different colors, but I still think that silver and white stripe looks cool. All our little books, which I think we're going to end up using most of these tonight, as well as I think we're going to be using a lot of this stuff tonight on the piece of furniture they've got us building. Anybody who's new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step in real time so you can see all my successes and failures and how I fix my failures. There's a prime example right there. Goofed up on the rolling of that up and tried to do it with a toothpick in the middle, and it really just doesn't look that great. But I think we'll be able to obscure it whenever the time comes. But anyway, if you see any of these kits or anything that you think would be cool to build, feel free to drop in the comments and I will put them on the list. But without any further ado, we're ready for step 10, so let's jump in and get to it. Okay, seems pretty straightforward, I hope. Just building us a little like cubby hole maybe. I'm not even sure. I think we're going to use this later on, but I'm not super sure about what I'm actually building at this point. Nope, did that backwards. Hang on. Well, actually, no, still did do it backwards. The textured is facing towards the inside on both of these. Oh, and then this goes in the middle of them. Over. Alright, yeah. Easy enough. And as you can see, I did colored in the sides again. I'm pretty sure most of these are going to be hidden, but I think that black on the edges just really makes these things seem to pop when it's all said and done. So that's why I like doing that. But that's all for step 10. Onwards and upwards to step 11. Okay, I believe this one's supposed to be a drawer based on the fact there's a pull for it. So it goes in the front here. These guys go in on the sides. Yeah, with the and while I'm here, I got that. Something I picked up on the last set I did. Do a little color in here on this, so it blended into my border there. And one last. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. Step 12 is a much more involved step, so it's going to take a bit longer, thankfully. Can't keep doing 1 minute steps all the way through, so be right back with that. Okay, like I said, a whole lot of pieces on this one. I get to use pretty much, this is all that's left in the tray of tiny pieces. I didn't know I was going to use almost all of them. Let's see here, so what am I doing? First off, let's see, you need 3 holes in it. So this one, our purple one, and L9. Okay, I think it's this one, because it should match up. Yeah, that's going to match up with the width on there. Oh, they both do. Yeah, this one looks taller. Where's the... Yeah, this must be 10 because it's, yeah, it does look shorter. Yeah, okay. So L9 goes in here. That way. And then our planter, let's see, purple flower there. Okay, then we get the one with 4 holes, and that's where this one goes. Here. And then the green bottle here, and the double bottles sort of in front of it. Okay, that's gonna create the illusion of depth. Oh, just realized I hadn't zoomed in for y'all. Yeah, cool. Alright. Now, 14, which is these guys, I believe. Yeah. 14 and 13, same length, right? Yes. Okay. So 13, 14 with the thing to the back. 18, labeled 19, so it's 18. Okay. Here's our top piece here. Yeah. This goes in here. And 8. And no telling what they've seen. That may be too tight. Let's pull it back out a little bit. And on this side, we got 19 into there and up here. Oops, not you. This is where pressure goes. Okay. Now, you. There's a stray cat that's been wandering around. I bet that's what they see. Here. And here. I'm going to have to go check here in a second, make sure it's not something important. Okay. Alright. The front shelves made up. Yep. Okay, now we bring our cover guy in. Does it? Squeezes in right there. Fairly snug. I don't think it's going to need glue, but I am. This piece here I'm going to even out. I'm pretty sure it's views from this side, so I think that's the only one that's really. Okay, she's whining too much. I gotta go check on her. Let's see what the issue is. I'll be right back with news. I have no news. I think she was just messing with me. Okay, so that part is completed. Now we do this. These guys. And this guy. Okay. Ooh. And other end. And then the lid goes. Okay. Now the tricky part from my shaky old hands, getting this. Pretty good. Too far on that. Hopefully that's going to be the back corner. that's, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing down this way, so maybe that'll work itself out. Okay. And on here, we get our chemistry set, or chemicals, or whatever there, and our little beaker scientifical experiment going like that direction. That feels a little wobbly. I'm gonna, a little reinforcement here, I think. It'd probably been okay, but it won't hurt to have it on there. And then, okay, this little doodad from before goes in here. Okay. And there's a case where I wish I hadn't colored in just these two tabs here. I think that the brown would have blended better than the, but maybe we'll cover that. Oh, yeah, we're going to cover that up. It'll be all right. Okay. Now with that in place, take our top. It goes into these tabs. Go into those. Okay. We're getting this pretty good little chemistry cabinet started up now. Now, work from the back, it says. Okay, let me grab just a couple of these under here and under the feet to stabilize it, I hope. Yeah, okay. Well, actually, this looks like a job for the old phone stand. Gonna mess with my, okay. Got clearance on my little things are on the down here. They're just going off the edge, so that's hopefully, yeah. Okay, and over here, get to go into gluing. Okay, start off, so the books go through here on this one. Ooh. All the books, evidently. And then our wands go into this one. So here, again, like that. Yeah. This might be. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, just without that much glue, and let's see if it's sticky. If I can. No, it's going to slide on me. Spread it around a little bit, maybe. Okay. Appears to be staying put. Okay. And there's like a little detail on the front, so I am favoring that side so we can see all the details on it. I'll show you here in a second once it's not moving, is it? No, it's not. It's good. Okay. Now the books go, and that answers the question of whether they're actually going to be able to see the parts that I painted white. And the answer is no. But let's see here. Just gotta let's organize them and see. let's see, I want to try and mix and match the colors as much as we can so they're not, or that's my plan anyway. Okay, there's a couple of blues I'm going to try and break up. Well, they're all generally a couple of blues and a couple of like greenish. So I want to make sure they don't end up like right next to each other. And the dark ones, when I want to break them up with the light, let's put this guy over here, this guy down there. Let's see, that's sort of it. I think that should, I think that, yeah, it seems like they're pretty well broken up. Maybe mix these two, change these two out. Yeah, I think that does a good job of differentiating them. So, and they're gonna go on there like that. They're sort of loosey-goosey in there, they say. Seem to be anyway. Let's keep them sort of in order there. And how am I gonna do this? Okay, I'm gonna actually, I think I'm gonna lay a bead down here to see how this works. And put a bead up here against the wall too. It's not a very solid bead, I just saw that on the display. Try that again. Fill in the gaps there. Okay, that should be doing better. I hope. And just get you guys in place and okay. That one cooperated pretty good. Just want to make sure they're fairly even with the back. Okay. I guess I could put some glue on the in-between sections, but I think this will be enough to hold them in place. It looks like that all that stuff up on the front is doing a good job of, yeah, they're hitting it on that, like say, that little vine looking thing on the front. Okay. I think I'm going to try and do some leaning now because it's not taking up the whole. Yeah, this is all that goes on the shelf, these books. So I'm going to, let's say, do some leaning on the end. I need more glue. And the last one. There too. Alright. Oh, darn, I put this one in backwards. I just saw that. Okay. Have access through the front, maybe. Okay. Okay, how does that look? I can't really show you because it'll fall out if I try, but not too shabby. Okay. And what else goes in? Books, wands, our bottle. And it does say to make sure we don't overhang the back here. So I am gonna do this one a little more, get a little more vertical on this one, because the bottle's gonna be heavy. Not that vertical, I guess. Make sure, get my label going forward. And that's too far. Okay, I am going to stand this one up. Get these guys. I got hopefully fairly level. Okay. A little bit of the glue. Actually, put the glue on here. Be very generous with it. Spread it around. Make sure my label's going forward. Make sure I don't overhang the back. Okay. A little bit more. Okay. And I'm going to give that one 15 or 20 minutes to dry, because it's going to require me, now I'm going to gotta manipulate things. Well, no, I can do some on the front. Some of them are, I think I can do a couple of these things. I got to mount this thing down here, so I definitely got to have that laying down for that. But I can get to do my cauldron, my 2 potion bottles. Okay, so I can do that, yeah. So, I'm surprised. Let me see if I can. There we go. That shows it. We're working on this ledge. So, drop there for our potion bottles. Get them in place. Stay. And then our cauldron is supposed to go, I think, on top of this little black piece to do a little camouflaging for us. Well, once again, it's got feet, so let's just hit the feet. Got greedy. Okay. Okay, get y'all back in there. And the bottle. Label showing. Anything else fall out? Okay, all the books and everything stayed stable. Let me get these guys back in place. And like I said, I gotta put, well, actually, still being greedy, I need to stop while I'm ahead. Get my little drawer in here. Okay, then this scroll, the one that I said I goofed up on, sort of goes in there sticking out. So, put a dollop of glue back in that corner, I hope, without knocking everything over. Okay. And drop this in with the there. Oh, it actually says going the other way. I'm going to do it like that, though. Okay, I'm going to do it on the back. Let me get that a little further back. Okay. Now, I am going to give that 15 or 20 minutes to dry, and then I'm going to put this... Ooh. It should still go over that drawer. This got to go over the drawer and under our lip there. Okay, but I don't want to be, like I say, I want to be able to lay it down to do that, so I'll be right back with that for y'all. Okay, got that. Nothing appears to be falling out, so I'm doing good. There's where my books ended up at. There, and yeah, so I think everything's stabilized now. So it's rubber cement, so it cleans up pretty good. You can spill it on, if you use leather, on your leather. Okay, so this, like I say, this just goes in there, like so. Probably would have been easier to do it without the drawer in place, but I didn't look that far ahead. Okay, just take out my handy dandy glue. I'm just going to hit a few of the... I'll just hit all the main corners, I guess. Alright. Pop that up against the top, and the sides are even. And I think that concludes that part. I'm going to get to set it aside and let it dry. Like I say, we're done with that for the moment. So onwards and upwards to step we're on to now. 13. So right back with that. Okay, I guess I better bring you way in for this one. Because we're doing generic Magic Lightning Bolt Hero glasses. That's what, since I'm sure they haven't discussed it with the fine people at Warner Publishing or whoever owns the rights. So let's see, how are we going to get that? I know it's going to take glue, but it does appear it's going to be a pretty tight fit. So let me see if I can do this somehow. Okay, just the least little dab on there. My plan is to bring the frame down onto the ear. I don't know how I'm going to do the second side, but that's the plan for this side. Now I wish I'd colored in. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so the one side is colored in. So I'm just gonna make sure you match them up. Okay, and I'm not sure that it may not even need the glue, because that felt pretty snug, but I'm gonna, like I say, I've got it out, so I'm gonna go ahead and, like I say, just the least little dab on there that I can get, just to reinforce things. Now, see if I can get you to cooperate as good as the last one did. Yep. Okay. Generic Lightning Bolt Boys spectacles are completed. Let's see, and I still managed to do it upside down. Okay, one of them's upside down anyway. Let's see here. Shouldn't be too much trouble to get. Get a marker in there. Although it is drying out on me, but there we go. Concealed. And while I'm at it, just in case I install them upside down whenever the time comes. Cover all my tracks. Because that is something I would not put past myself. Right. And like I said, that is step 13? Yeah, step 13. So right back with 14. Set those over there where maybe I won't break them. Okay, for this step we got our wax paper. I think it's a little, these are long cuts. I think we're supposed to trim off around that frame there, so get that. Just the line there. Let's try again. Alright. One more. Oh, seem to get off on the tail end of those. Oh, actually I missed this. Wax paper, it makes it a little more flexible. It's hard to get it to. Alright, there it went. Okay. Once you get that part done, get my drop cloth out, my drop page out. Supposed to just fold it over. I'm thinking this might double it up and and then get you. Where'd my got my squeegee still? We're supposed to glue this together, so I'm going to really generous on this end and then less generous as I go along, because I'm hoping I'm going to be able to spread it all out as I go. That's the plan anyway. At this point I wish they'd given me 2 of these, but I also wish they'd give me one that wasn't all bent up. Okay, so plenty of it came out. Let's go the other way. Let's see if I can spread it that way too. Nice. Even application of glue. I think I did actually. That seems to have worked really well. Doubles up pretty good. Flame, I know y'all can't see, I'm holding it up to the light to see they've lined up. The flame pictures have lined up good. So that is actually all there is to step 14. Step 15 is a little more involved. So I'm going to leave that right there and get a few more pieces, and I'll be right back with that. Okay, here we go, and as it turns out, I should have left my drop sheet out because we're going to need it. Let's see if I can get the... Okay, that's already dry enough. My eye here, hang on. Okay, now, so it's... This goes here, these guys on the back, and then the fire on the back of that. So let's, first thing I'm going to gang these two together. Just hit the corners and 3 sides. And, I think that's in place. Square it up pretty good. Sticky. Now, similarly, I think I'll try and hit all 4 sides on this one though, because this has got the. This is going to be a shade for one of our lights, no doubt. And this will be one of the things where I gotta make sure I put, even though I put it on. But not this. All right. Maybe a little bit up. Nope. Just it there. I got to see just a little bit of white on the top there. On that side. Way in there. Alright. I think that's fairly well lined up with all the sticky little strings there. Now, this guy goes on here, because so it's going to match up with the bottom and the bottom there. So we should be just work my way across, and then somewhere around through here and here. Just try and make sure I get good coverage. But I'm not, I say it's not, I'm not trying to hold together anything massive, so I don't think it'll require much persuasion. And of course I missed on the side beat, so sort of wiggle them into place there. Okay, now let's see. Line those up, top and bottom, top and bottom. Okay, now I'm going to give these a few minutes to dry off and set up, and then I'll come back and join them together. And got a little bit more to do, but won't be much longer. I think I'm going to do just one more step tonight after this one. No, 2 more steps. But let's say it won't be much less to do after this. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, so whoop. Now, let's see, making sure put it right side up. It's supposed to go something like that. And I'm going just to, once again, a little more. I think this one's about to run out of ink here. Make it a little bit easier to glue in place here, so that's going to go in something like so. Just saw all those dots of glue at too. Yeah, it helped some. Okay. Where I'm going to see. I don't think that's going to show in the end, but at this scale. Alright. So make sure, put the fire right side up. And just going to hit just probably too much glue, honestly. that's the bottom. It's the bottom. Make sure I am right on. Yep, the flame, the wax paper flame thing goes all the way at the rear. So I'll wiggle you around a little bit. Be over here, make sure everything lines up. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay. And, oh darn. Well, that's all for step 15. I've got to give this a few minutes to dry as well because we're about to start working on it. But I'll be right back with 16. I'll be right back with 16, and we'll, let's say, 16 and 17. 17 is literally one of those 1-minute steps, so I'm going to go ahead and do that tonight. 16's a little more involved, but I'll be right back with that, and we will, let's say, we'll wrap up here in the next 5 minutes or so. Okay, here we go, step 16. Seems pretty straightforward. Get our side panels in. Okay, with the notches going up, which makes sense since we're going to be mounting this guy on with it. And this guy in. This guy gets to be a little crooked, it appears. Okay. Goes together nice and snug. I got to, more snug there. That's okay. Get my marker out to get this notch in. That's the only obvious one I see. Okay. And on the top, get generic Lightning Scar Wizard Child's glasses. And a gold and crimson scarf. Let's see, sort of. Oh, there is actually. It's got it scored in there where you're supposed to line this up with. I like that. You know exactly how much of a fire hazard you're creating by having this hanging right over top of the open flame. I amuse myself, but nobody else may find it funny, but I do. Okay, then our witch's hat goes in. I think we're gonna be looking at it this way, so I think I want to make sure it's got that hook there. So I want to make sure the hook's visible from this direction. What I'm hoping for, anyway. So I'll spread you around and plop, and didn't contact any glue with that. So I'll spread you around a little bit further on the edge. That's better. Spin it, like I say, I want that hook going that way. Then a couple of books here. I'm supposed to stack them. There. And that on top of that. My mom's favorite color is purple, so I'll put the purple book on top. And I like to sort of just slightly cattywampus. And then the specs go out there on top of the books. I want to be a little more clearance on the back here. Guess I need to move them. Yeah, still not sure I've got it. Okay, that'll do it. And I hope there's still some glue down there. Yeah, I see it. But that's our fireplace. I'll give you a better look at it here in a minute once we get done with the last step I'm going to do tonight. So, right back with step 17 and we'll call it a night. Okay, step 17, another one of those super simple ones. Got the outline scored in there, so we just pop that down and create that little depth illusion with all our little pieces. Simple. Since I've got the outline of where to put the glue on there, I'm going to do it here. Just work my way around. And maybe, I don't think I need to, let's say it's overkill as usual, but better too much than not enough or something like that. And then of course make sure you do the textured side out. Up you in, jiggle you around, spread the glue. I guess you lined up on the bottom and the top looks good. Alright. Now, since I've got this little tool thing, let's spread the glue out since I can. The stuff tends to dry pretty clean, so I'm not too worried about it, but since I found this thing, I might as well use it for, I think this is what it's for. Just a couple here. Alright. So, that concludes having flashbacks to the last one. Step 17, that's all we had to do for that. So, I'll be right back and give you, let this stuff dry a little bit, and I'll be right back and give you a little view of what we did tonight, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, fair bit of progress tonight. Looks, I say, I really like this one. That's sort of, went all in on getting everything together. Like I say, I got a little crooked on my bottle there, but everything, as I say, I think everything really looks good in the, we're going to be looking at, I think from, this actually could be the back wall, couldn't it? But I think since I put this at an angle, it's going to be from this, it's going to be on that side. But we'll find out, soon enough. I say, and once we get a light behind this, I think it'll look really. Matter of fact, let's get a preview there. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Be really cool if they had the flickering effect on there, but I sort of doubt that. And of course, a window with a wall in it, or other way around, a wall with a window in it. There we go. That's our progress tonight. I feel good about that. Let's see what we got going tomorrow. Still gonna. We should get into the actual structure tomorrow. It looks like. Yeah, building the actual main walls. Looks like, it looks good. Gonna have, get to do some wiring too, it looks like. Fun. Okay, but, it'll be a nice day. Alright, folks, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share, do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.